Through these halls, where lovers get lost, and lust consumes the wicked. A place where reality collides with fantasy. In the pages, where romance is second to none. Welcome to the Lover's Library.
Hey, lovers.
I'm Carly.
I'm Sydney.
And I'm Zoe.
Welcome back to the Lover's Library podcast.
Hello.
Hi.
I almost forgot that was my line.
That is your line.
It is.
Adam needs to get you cue cards.
That's true. We need another board.
Yeah. We could get some extra stuff to help you along.
Oh,
Sydney, that's your part.
Sorry, guys.
So this week we have 3 Things I'd Never Do by Remi Carrington, and this was Zoe's pick. So Zoe, do you want to take away with what's the scoop?
I sure do. Remi Carrington is actually the alter ego and pseudonym for Pamela Humphrey.
Okay.
She was born from the novel titled Just You, which is written by Pamela Humphrey. And she is a stay-at-home homeschooling mom who enjoys things like sewing, jewelry making, reading, and obviously writing. She lives in San Antonio, Texas with her husband, her sons, and her black cats.
Oh.
They are, I say they because it's 2 people, but it's only one actually. Her books are based out of Texas, and Pamela's books are more mystery and suspense, while the books by Remi Carrington are all sweet romance.
Oh.
If you want to
really
follow
cool.
her, she is at PHREY Press, which I think is like the last 5 letters of her last name, Humphrey.
Mm.
And this book is, I just thought it was funny to have 3 things specifically picked out about something you would never do.
Right.
There are 3 things Eve said she would never do. Move back in with her parents, let her mother set her up, and date a guy with a dog. When a bolt of lightning forces Eve to move back in with her parents, she's already going back on her never list. As if things aren't bad enough, a tree falls, trapping her in the bathtub. When Adam, the handsome firefighter, rescues her, bubbles and all, Eve is humiliated. She hopes to never see this man again, but as fate would have it, Adam is her blind date. Thanks, Mom. Surprisingly, he is perfect, except for one minor thing. He has dogs, and she is a die-hard cat lover.
That was the book. So
was it?
thanks for coming to a podcast, guys.
The lovers quarrel.
She does. Oof.
I was mad the whole book.
Me too.
Mad.
It felt like the same conversation plot.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I
Every
also
chapter.
hated everybody in the book.
I didn't hate it.
Okay, hold on. I want to say one thing really quick. It took me until the epilogue to realize their names are Adam and Eve.
It is.
They mentioned
took
it
me
like
right
multiple
down.
times. What?
I never saw their name
Oh my
in a
gosh.
sentence, but in the epilogue it says Adam and Eve, and I was like, hold on, huh? Who is
No,
this?
I did not catch that
Yeah,
until
they
this
mentioned
moment. I was
it.
this years old.
They mentioned it very early on.
Really?
Well,
That's
they
hilarious.
said she made there was a sentence about it, but I was caught up
Yeah, page
on
23. With a name like Adam, I think he's perfect for you.
Okay,
I didn't catch that.
there is another part though that I read like 4 times, and I think I just don't understand it. So I want to read the highlight to you and see if you guys understand it, and I'm just crazy.
You're not.
It's when he says his name is Adam, and she says her name is Evelyn Taylor, but everyone calls me Eve. At that moment, I wish my parents had named me Sue or Paula, anything other than Eve. I should have got it right there, but I didn't.
Right.
And that was on page 8. But she says, he had the courtesy not to ask if I was pulling his leg. How old are you, Eve? 29. Really? There's no again.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
She's like, when people when they turn 30, they're like, oh, I'm 29. Like, they just don't want to be 30, so they'll say, I'm 29.
I read that like 6 times. Like, what does that sentence mean?
I think I read it a couple times, but then I was like, oh yeah, she's just saying that she's
Okay.
She's actually 29.
she's
That makes
actually
sense.
29.
not 40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the first things that kind of I was like, ugh, that's so corny, was when her mom was telling her about the blind date. Or no, she was telling Haley about the blind date.
Yeah.
And she was saying that she has to carry a yellow rose.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, guys. But I guess if it's mom setting it up, it's
Yeah.
gonna be corny.
Well, you
gonna
always
be,
see
for
there's
sure.
like movies where she's like, I'll be wearing a red scarf.
Yeah.
But-
I've read a blind date book where it was like, you'll know who he is because he's wearing like a red sweater.
Yeah.
There's no other, just it's a blind date, so you don't actually know
Yeah.
who it is.
Yeah. Well, that was the first thing. She was on the phone and she was going back to her house or her mom's house to take a bath. And
This part was crazy.
yeah, she gets in the bathtub after seeing the little old neighbor outside.
Some 80-year-old with a chainsaw.
And a
Never
ladder.
trust it. Never
Fool.
trust it.
But he ends up accidentally cutting a whole ass tree down and it fell on her
200
parents.
tree?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Fell on her parents' house, trapping her in the bathtub.
Okay, let me talk about this. Let me just, in real life, if this happened to me,
I'd be
I
finding
wouldn't
a way
be
out of
as-
that bathtub.
I wouldn't be as calm as she was, honestly.
I would have.
Like, first off, there's a whole doggone tree on top of me,
I would
Yeah.
have
and I'm
panicked
naked.
so hard.
Mm-hmm.
I would have been screaming out of my mind,
Yeah.
hurting myself even more.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, now I'm hearing the sirens, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna
I would have
die.
been finding a way out of that tub.
Yeah, but no, it was on her leg.
I know, but it's a bathtub. Like,
I would have gnawed my leg off.
Man,
Right?
And then
There's no way I'm getting caught naked and having somebody say,
Right?
Naked and
"Thanks."
afraid? I'm not even called naked and afraid. But then you have this, because I mean, we all think that like firemen are just the most beautiful creatures, and they are. I mean, fair.
and
they
I
are.
said, of course, the firefighter is delicious.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was like, no,
All of them.
you're not seeing me in this position in my life. This is like the worst part. This is like the worst day ever.
Right? Oh
So
my
yeah,
gosh.
if this had happened to me, I would have been freaking out, and I would have been reaching for towels, like just
Which she
Yes,
was.
curtain.
anything.
She was nervous in her own way of just like rambling and
Yeah, she was really calm though
yeah.
for being in that situation.
But one of the biggest things she was worried about was her cat Pookie,
Yeah.
who was in the house, and she's like, I don't know where Pookie is, and so the firefighter, like Adam, was the one that came into the bathroom to help her, and then once he did find Pookie, he called his other firefighter friend Harper, and he's
Uh-huh.
like, hey, come get this cat. And then it was so funny because Pookie scratched the shit out of Adam, but then he handed him to Harper, and Pookie didn't scratch Harper.
No.
Yeah, I thought that was
But I
funny.
thought it was so cute. I loved hearing Harper talk to Pookie. He's like, hey there, Fuzzball. Aren't you a cutie? Did the big tree scare you? I thought that was so cute. But Eve was killing me. So
when she just rambles and
I
doesn't
just
stop
remembered
talking.
this part. I was like reading my note, and then I remembered it made me laugh. So she finally gets out of the bathtub. He had somebody grab a shirt that he had in the truck for her to put on because she's obviously naked.
Mhm.
She got a little towel to like wrap around herself, and then he had his coat that he handed to her as well. And afterwards, she gets changed and everything, and she still has his coat, and he comes up to her and he's talking to her, and
Oh,
then they
yeah.
just kind of stand there and they're like
Mhm.
looking at each other, and she's like, oh my gosh, would that be weird if he kissed me right now? And then he's like, my coat.
Yeah. To be honest, I probably would have done the same.
It was so funny.
Like,
She's
there's
like,
a firefighter looking at me in my eyes.
oh yeah.
I became
Sorry.
a damsel in distress so fast.
It's kind of like that embarrassing moment when you're walking down a hallway and someone's like walking towards you and they wave, and you're like,
Should
hi,
I
and you
wave
kind of
too?
like wave, and then you hear somebody behind you and you look and you realize they're waving at the person
That
behind
is
you.
so awkward. Gosh.
But oh, that was so funny. But she ended up going back to her friend's house, Haley's house, and
Couch.
she was like obsessed
surfing.
with this shirt.
Mm-hmm.
She's like,
A little too much.
look creepy. She smelled
creepy
it.
vibes.
She wore it to bed.
One thing I want to say is I thought it was a little rude that she didn't wait until her parents got home or
Mhm.
even go back to their house after they got there.
Mhm.
She was just like, hey, your house got super messed up. Bye.
Right.
Well, she needed to take care of her leg because her leg did get injured and she did need
Yeah,
stitches.
but she could have came back because they
Mm.
weren't there until after she had already
Would you have
went to
wanted
the
to, though?
hospital.
I would have been physically and emotionally drained at that point.
I know.
If
but
I had this big
mean,
ordeal with me trapped in a bathtub and then I had to go to a freaking doctor's
if it was my
and get
mom,
stitches,
I would have. But after learning about her mom, I would not have.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I would have been like, sorry, bruh.
And her house just got hit by lightning. She's having the worst
It
love
sounds
with
like it's
houses.
her. Bad karma.
Yeah.
I'm like, was she in the house? Like, ooh, it's
Yeah.
freaking crazy. But so then her mom's like, you're still going on the date, right? Like, I set all this up. You're not gonna cancel because you got your leg hurt.
Which is so inconsiderate. Like,
I was like, oh my
give
gosh.
her a break.
Mom, you're the worst. Her mom didn't start out bad, I feel like, but as we like learned more and got further in the book, I was like getting real annoyed with her mom.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the things kind of made me sad when Eve was talking about the rose that was being, like, she was going to hold the rose, but she had said that she was very insistent on her being the one to have the flower, because she said, because if the guy wasn't interested in spending the evening with me, he could just keep walking.
Mm-hmm.
I half expected to sit here for a while, then leave because my date never showed up. And I was like, that's sad.
Yeah.
Like, she's so self-conscious and so, like,
I mean, I would have thought that too.
nobody,
Mhm.
once they see me, they're going to be like, oh, her? No. And, like, keep walking.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I could never
that's
do a blind
sad.
date.
But then in walks her date, and who is it?
Adam.
It's Adam.
With a bouquet of yellow roses.
holding 11 roses. I was like, oh,
Girl.
that's cute.
But this girl stands up and walks out.
right? I was like,
It's giving Jada vibes.
right? First off, you already made eye contact with the man.
Right.
You're holding yellow roses.
Right.
He's holding, right. She's holding a yellow
One,
rose.
yeah.
He is holding a bunch of yellow roses. You both know what's going on, and you literally just walk away.
Girl. And okay. And I was like,
That's so rude. I could
I
never.
honestly wouldn't have been that embarrassed. I feel like, sure, that situation is embarrassing, but he didn't see anything. Y'all ended it real nice.
Yeah.
Like, I would have been
I
like,
think he
dang,
saw
I kind of wish I
something.
could have,
yeah, like,
had a
she was
more of a
attracted to
conversation.
him, but maybe that's what made it worse. Maybe that's why, because she was already kind of fantasizing about him.
Right.
Mhm.
She was becoming obsessive with the
Yeah,
shit.
she was. But he follows her out because she realizes she forgot her purse, which has her keys, on the bench in the restaurant. And I thought it was kind of cute how he was being shy when he was telling her about the roses, and how he's
Yeah.
like, well, I have the 12th one if that's weird. Like, you can have it too. And
Yeah.
he's like, it's in my truck. And he was like kind of kicking at the grass. I was like, oh, that's so cute. But they ended up going back in and having their date, and it went really well. And then
They kind of moved fast into this relationship.
shit,
Yeah.
they did.
It was like one thing after another. Like,
Right.
everything was going, to me, everything was going so good and perfect. Like, the
Mhm.
puzzle was just fitting so well. And maybe that's where I was having a
But
problem, because I'm used to
After
their
Zoe read the part about the author, like, she likes sweet romance. So
yeah,
I
which
think,
I mean, it should fit. How
I
it's
think the
supposed to.
complexity of this relationship, like, that's as much as we're gonna get from that author.
Right.
Like, that's just not how she writes.
Right.
So I was like, okay.
But the dog thing. Okay, let's get into the
Oh,
dog
hold
thing.
on. This
Okay.
book is not long enough to skip to the dog part.
Okay.
Okay, we cannot do that.
Fine.
So, after the blind date, and they say bye or whatever, he does the double tap on the hood of the car.
Yeah.
And I was cracking up because she's like,
Mhm.
"Oh, he read the car, like the guy manual." Like, he,
Mhm.
I was
He
like,
knows how
"That
to
is
do
such
it all.
a guy
It
thing."
is a guy move.
like a see you later, tap tap.
Tap tap bye.
But so they go on. They end that date. They get in contact with each other, and they end up going on another like coffee and cheesecake or dessert date.
Mhm.
And he orders plain cheesecake, and then she questions the future of
Yeah,
this
she's like, I
relationship.
don't know
Right.
if this is gonna
She's
work out.
I'm like, what? Plain cheesecake is good too. Nothing wrong with plain
Let him
cheesecake.
live, girl. Let him live.
Right. Oh my gosh. But then I said, but really, when you think about it, the only flaw that Adam had in this entire book was his weird little things about food.
Yeah, he just doesn't
Yeah.
like
Like,
his
he
food
didn't like
touching.
his food touching.
Yeah.
Other than
and
that, he's perfect.
He doesn't like a whole lot of extra stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, what?
He likes
Come
olives
on.
on his pizza, on his pepperoni pizza.
Right?
Was that
he's,
one of his
he's
things?
evolving.
Yeah.
He did like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, come on.
Everything was touching on that pizza.
I'm like, oh my gosh. I was like, this is too easy. But so then we meet the dogs. And Haley and her had made a bet. Haley's like, girl, he has dogs. There's dog hair all over that shirt you've been wearing for the past 5 days.
Right.
I don't know why she
Sundance
hated
and-
dogs so much.
what's the other dog's name? Sundance and what?
Butch.
Butch
Butch.
Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Mhm.
Do you not put things
Clicked?
together?
Oh wow.
No. Is
He
that
used
like
to
a
want to
country
be a
song?
cowboy.
What?
What is
Remember?
that? Yeah, I do.
He wanted to be a cowboy.
Yeah, he wanted to be Batman, then
They're all
cowboy, and then
cowboys.
firefighter.
Yeah.
Cowboys.
Y'all know. Hey.
All right.
I'm a city girl. I don't do nothing but the Cowboys.
From Texas.
Right?
Girl. That's why I'm repping the Chiefs. I do not know. We got good barbecue down there.
Yeah.
It's a Western.
It's an
from
old cowboy movie.
1969. 69?
Nice.
We're romance readers. Of course
We
we
laugh
laugh at
when
the
we
number
say
69.
Anytime somebody says 69, I say nice.
But so they go on a little hike and he brings the dogs and immediately
I do think it was nice that she tried,
Yeah.
but he tried way harder.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
She was like, ew, one time this dog jumped on me and licked me, and now I can't like dogs ever again.
She's like, I couldn't get away. I'm like, bullshit, you couldn't get away. I love animals. I love them, but your safety and your comfort is 1st. You
Mhm.
do whatever you have to do to get away from a situation that is making you uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
That goes across the board with anything.
Yeah.
I always, even with Ruby, I tell her, I was like, if my daughter, I was like, if you and your brother are playing and he is making you feel uncomfortable, like he's trapping you, you're playing, you're saying stop, he's not listening, you do whatever you need to do to get away from him. I was like, I don't care and you won't be in trouble.
Yeah.
That's the same with dogs. I'm like, if that dog, start swinging.
Yeah, for real.
Legit.
But-
start swinging.
The issue that I had with it was like she was uncomfortable and her friend sucked because she wasn't helping. Like it was her friend's dog and
Yeah.
her friend was just laughing. But this dog was not hurting you in any way possible.
And also dogs feed off of that like kind of energy. Like he probably maybe thought she was playing.
Yeah.
Especially because her own
Like the
owner was-
energy. The energy
laughing.
was like.
And you can be really uncomfortable with dogs and not like them licking you. And that's fine. I mean,
Mhm.
personally, I disagree. But she just held on to that so long.
Right.
Mhm.
Never gave dogs a chance.
Dogs,
Right.
I mean, look, I'm not even an animal person either, but I'm not just nixing out dogs.
So I was
Yeah.
going to say, because this kind of made me think of you a little bit. So you're saying that if you met a guy and he had a cat,
no,
that you would not date him.
yes,
That's okay. Peyton and I have had this conversation before too. Because if like we would have met and he would have told me like to get rid of my animal or I would have told him to get rid of his animal, then we would just not been together.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And but if he told me like I'm not going to be with you unless you get rid of your animals, I would just say, okay, it's nice to have met you.
Yeah.
See, okay, like even on Bumble, if I see that they're a cat person, it's immediate swipe. I don't like cats. I like if I'm gonna have a dog in my life, if I'm gonna have an animal in my life, it's gonna be a dog.
But I think that's fine.
Yeah.
If you're just
Yeah.
saying, no, I'm not going to get into this relationship because of that.
But I think there's so many like good people. That
Yeah,
doesn't mean
sure.
they have a cat.
I'll be friends with the person that has the cat. I'm friends with y'all. Y'all got
I
cats.
have deal
you haven't
breakers
even
that are more
seen my
shallow
cat.
than that.
Yes,
though.
I have. Cream puff.
Yeah. But I'm saying he doesn't come in here and bother you. He doesn't.
Yeah, but
You
then I
almost
have to
know-
live with this person that has a cat.
My cats are the opposite. They're awful.
See, you take your chances every time.
Yeah,
Oh my
you do.
gosh.
I'm not taking a chance.
And that's
Well,
a deal breaker for you. and
she's
that's okay.
taking
It's a deal
chance.
breaker for me.
She's taking a chance.
Is she the whole book? She's like,
Well,
this
she
isn't
went
gonna
on.
work out.
She went on the walk. They went on the hike together with the dogs. The dog, Butch, jumped on her
yes.
and licked her. But then they ended up being okay. She even walked him.
Yeah.
So that was okay. And then he's like, well, do you want to come over? And so she goes over to his house. And I loved how he was talking to the dogs before she came into the house.
I know. He's so cute.
He's
Yeah,
like,
that was
I know
cute.
you're excited to see her again. I am too, but you guys gotta calm down. Like, I was like,
Okay,
oh, that's
wait.
so cute.
Here, let me say this. Jumping back.
Mm.
If like I had cats growing up, we had two. And I wasn't. I mean, we was cool. You know, we was buddy, but we weren't buddy. You know what I'm saying? But if when I am married, we don't have any animals, we have kids. If our kids want a cat, totally fine with that.
What?
I just don't initially jumping in. I don't want no nothing
What?
because I would rather be there from the jump with that animal
Mm-hmm.
to like get to know them. We get to know each other together instead of jumping into a relationship with the cat. That's me.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
And on to my
Cats
next subject.
Talking to a very big cat person here.
I'm not even a big cat person. I'm a people person. I believe in love, and I think a lot of people have good qualities, and there's more to a person than their pet.
I like animals more than people. So.
Yeah, I just think that there could be
I
someone that's wonderful out there for
We
you.
know.
And so what if he has a cat? I just gotta give.
I don't
people a
want him
chance.
to give up his love for that cat for me. I don't want to jeopardize that
And you
relationship.
shouldn't.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why we appreciate
I-
you.
See.
I don't know that I've ever loved an animal more than I loved Adam.
So okay. Well, that's lovely for you. But I
If
will
had
say
to
some
choose
people have grown
between
up with their
my
animals,
German Shepherd and Peyton, it'd be a hard pick.
right?
No,
He knows this.
If you had that cat for a long time through trauma,
I've had a dog. My first dog, I had
Mhm.
him before. I might have got him like right before Adam and I got together.
Mhm.
But I had that dog forever. And no, I would still. If it was like life or death and I had to pick between the dog and Adam, I would pick Adam.
right,
The cat and Adam, I would pick Adam. And I freaking love my cat.
right.
But no, it's just.
I bet he loves your cat too.
Oh,
But now
good transition.
we're still talking about cats. So then he wants to come meet her cat again because Adam had bad experience. This cat keeps like scratching him and
that
whatnot.
cat don't like him.
No.
So he brought flowers over to her, but I thought it was so sweet that he looked it up and did his
Me
research
Too.
and
Great guy.
knew that what flowers were okay for the
Right,
cat
yeah.
if should the cat eat them.
That should always be your
And they do.
consideration.
They will.
They will.
Honestly.
That's why we don't have any flowers here because the cat won't leave them alone.
They eat everything.
What flowers are cats not okay to be around?
There's actually a lot.
Yeah, lilies, I think, are poisonous for cats. There's
I'm
probably a
allergic.
lot.
There's also just like houseplants
them.
that they
Mhm.
can't have.
Yeah,
be careful.
But
Good to know.
I think at that point though, didn't her parents were moved in to her house because she offered to let them come.
Because she was feeling
Yeah,
so guilty.
and I have
about it.
something about that too.
Okay, tell
Tell
us your
us.
thoughts, girl.
I was so freaking mad. That her mom is a huge bee, and I hate her, and I
Mm.
hope she gets hit by a car. And they were talking about how her dad had a cat when him and his mom
Yeah.
started dating, and he got rid of it because the mom said, "Call me or don't call me until you get rid of your cat."
So
I'm like,
rude.
"Okay, you'll never hear from me again.
See?
Bye." So I thought that was really rude, and then I got like actually irrationally angry at a fictional book
Mhm.
when the dad tells Eve, if he likes you enough, he'll get rid of them. No, that's not how it works.
No.
But I would never ask somebody that.
No.
You know? Like, and she's that way
She
too.
thought that too. And I was like, okay, you're better than your parents.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We knew that.
Mhm.
I'm getting angry thinking about it.
Right.
Calm down. It's okay. It's okay.
But so once the parents were back in the house with her, they were kind of making a joke about how they had to be sneaky and that he was gonna throw pebbles out her
He
window
would
and
like climb through a window. That's so
and
cute.
so that same night they were having that talk about the dogs with her dad.
Mhm.
All of a sudden she's like ready for bed and she hears something at her window and she opens it up and he like snuck back in. So he snuck through her window and they have he made a little joke and it reminded me of my Adam. He said where'd he go?
Is it a cat joke?
Because he climbs in your
He
window.
crawls in through the window and he said that he liked her pajamas. And
Oh,
he's
they
like,
were
so
cat
that's what you sleep in? And then he goes, want to know what I sleep in? He backed toward the window. I walked forward, staying close. Yes, I do. He said, a bed. He gave me a quick
Oh
peck and
my
crawled back
gosh.
out. I was like, yeah,
He was
Adam
so
would make.
funny.
Whenever
He-
I get in the shower, I tell Adam, I'm going to go hop in the shower. And he says, don't slip. Like every time. I'm
We
like,
like
shut up.
consistency around here.
I liked when he would say things about like, oh well, in the manual that I read, it says or doesn't it say relationships are a give and take?
Right.
So he would just make funny things like that.
But
And
I
was
liked
like, I love that.
I did like
Me
that.
too.
It was- But did you guys like freak the hell out when he said I love you, like after they'd been casually dating for like 3 weeks?
It's so fast.
I was like, whoa,
Everything
whoa,
was
whoa.
moving quick.
I was waiting for her to freak out. I thought she was gonna freak out, and then she was like, I love you too. I was like, what the fuck? You guys are perfect
engaged
for each
after 3
other.
months.
Right.
I was like, God, this is crazy. But then it kind of goes on to one of the parts with her mom that I really was like, I freaking hate this lady. She was waiting for Adam to come pick her up or something like that. And the mom surprised her and came over with some
Ugh,
food.
I know, so rude.
And she said, she's like, well, why haven't you been telling me everything?
Lady,
What's
because I
going
don't
on? Are you guys
have
still
to.
together? She's like, it's going fine. I'm not
Ugh.
sure what you want me to say. Are you still seeing each other? Yes, he'll be here soon. I didn't see the need to call you every time we went on a date.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, Mom's gaze swept over me. You aren't letting him see you like that, are you? Her eye roll was a bit much. If you want him to stick around.
That
And
made me
then-
so angry because
Yeah.
she even mentioned her mom wakes up every morning before the dad to put on
Mhm.
makeup.
Yeah.
That is too much.
That's ridiculous.
The mom was so insecure.
Yes.
Mhm.
But
And
I've-
you're pushing your insecurities on your kid.
Right. Ugh. And that, I will say that she was getting on my last
Mhm.
nerve. Because I was
Mhm.
like, woman, first off, you did your job by doing the initial first date. Let off the brake. Let
Mhm.
off the
Yeah.
gas.
Well, and it's
Push
like
the
his
brakes.
mom was being just as bad. Like,
Yeah.
let him be. Leave
I
him
like
alone.
when she finally was like, we didn't even meet on the blind date. He saw me naked in the bathtub.
Right.
Yeah. I loved that.
But it wasn't just all of their parents. Even her friend said,
Yeah.
you need to break it off.
Yes.
I was like, stop. She is 30 years old. She
That
is
was my
not a
next-
child who doesn't know how to make decisions.
That was my next part. I was kind of annoyed with Haley because she said, she was
Mhm.
telling her, she was like, you don't like dogs. You need to just stop because you're getting too far with this
Mhm.
guy. And then she said, Eve said, are you offering advice because you want the best for me or because you're
Mm.
jealous of my good thing?
I
Yeah.
saw that.
I was like,
I
Eve,
think I highlighted that one.
that
Yeah.
was fucking mean.
Yeah.
I know she was like losing her temper, so she said something that she knew would hurt her friend.
Mm-hmm.
But also, was she right?
Right.
Because
I don't.
Haley had something going on in her own. But I also did write down in my notes that I thought Eve wasn't as good of a friend as she was putting off.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because
for
she
sure.
never once asked Haley, like, how are you? Are you okay? What's going on with Zach? Because
Yeah.
obviously you're in love with him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Right.
that kind of irritated me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Haley was a better friend to her than she was.
Me
to
too.
For sure.
Haley.
Yeah.
I've really liked Haley.
Me too.
Like, I do think I will read the next book.
Me too. I will.
I want to read the next book, but we'll get to that. But after she said that to Haley, I loved how Haley responded because I would have been pissed. I would have flown off the handle and just been like, what the fuck?
Yeah, for real.
She said, I'm going to pretend you didn't just say that. We should
Mhm.
move on to a different topic.
She was way nicer than I would have been.
yeah.
But she did give her good advice. She said, but before we do, I'll throw this out there. Volunteer to keep his dogs. See how it goes.
Mhm.
You'll know then if things will work, which was perfect advice because
Yeah.
when her and Haley went on this little trip, this little girls' weekend, he watched the cat and he actually took Pookie to his house for
Mhm.
him and the dogs to all
Yep.
just kind of get to know each other. And it went
Exposure
great.
therapy.
It went great. And then she's like, okay, now I need to do it for you. So she offers to watch the dogs the next time he goes. And
Mhm.
she needs anxiety meds. First off, these dogs are so well trained.
They
They're
are
so
really
good.
good
They're
dogs.
such good dogs. I was like, you go the fuck to sleep. Like, what are you freaking out about?
Mhm.
But then
My house would have been destroyed with my pets.
Right? But as soon as she opened that freaking package from him,
Oh, I knew
And they
it
said chocolate?
immediately.
I
Mm.
fucking knew those
I was like,
dogs
she's
were
gonna
gonna eat
kill
that
one of these
chocolate.
dogs.
Yeah.
The whole time
It's
I was
over.
waiting. Every time they
Mhm.
mentioned the chocolate, I was like, what? Is she going to like give him one because she thinks dogs can have chocolate? Is she going to think it's like a dog treat? And then they had the cute dog treats. And I was like, did she accidentally give him the chocolate
Mhm.
instead of the dog treat? I was like,
I was
plotting out all
stressing
these
out.
scenarios. And then finally, I don't know where the hell she left it because I feel like his dogs were so well trained that they wouldn't just like
Go on the
jump up
counter.
on a counter
Yeah.
and get it. So she had to have left it somewhere.
It sounded like she was on the couch, so she
Oh.
might have left it on like a coffee table or
Yeah.
something.
But so Sundance, got into the
Poor
chocolate.
baby.
And she found him, and he had thrown up, and he was really sick. And poor Pookie was laying on top of him.
Mhm.
I knew they was gonna be
That's
besties.
so sweet.
Yeah.
It had to be fast for this book because of the length of the book, but a cat and dog introduction does not go that well that fast. This cat met this dog, and 30 minutes later, the cat is
she was
sleeping
still
in
a
the
kitten.
true.
So, like, my kitten got along with my dogs really quick, but my
Within
cats
30 minutes,
hate my dogs.
Mm.
do you think within 30 minutes?
Yeah, I
they
think
were
so.
sleeping in the same bed together.
Well, my puppy found my kitten
Oh
in
yeah.
the backyard, so they were friends immediately.
It was besties for the
Yeah.
besties.
That's right. That's so cute.
That's
Our
cute.
cat sleeps in the dog bed with our dogs, and they've always gotten along. But
love
I just
that.
felt like that was
That's crazy.
that was really fast for them to be like,
Mhm.
oh yeah, we're just.
I
gonna
think
sleep
if it
here."
was an older cat, I wouldn't have believed it as much.
true.
But
I guess it just depends on the cat too,
mhm.
because our cat is an adult cat, and he's never been around another adult cat.
Mhm.
And our mother-in-law just moved in, and she has a cat, and we were all really anxious about it because
God,
she
yeah.
was worried that her cat wasn't going to adjust well because he's never been around dogs, and the kids are loud, and he's never been in like
There's another cat here.
yeah,
What's the cat's name?
Sherman.
Oh my gosh.
Him and Cream Puff are best friends. It's the freaking
Oh,
cutest thing I've
that's
ever
so
seen.
nice.
That's great.
The very first day, Cream Puff like ran down there and like went to see him immediately.
Aw.
And they play and they wrestle, and I would say like 50% of the time that's where the cat is. He's
My
down
cats
there with
hate
his
each
new
other.
buddy.
They literally
Aw,
try to
that's so
kill each
sweet.
other.
So I guess it just depends. We'll give her the benefit of the doubt and say that Pookie got along swell with Sundance and Butch.
Pookie likes everyone except for Adam.
Yeah.
Right? But so she gets the dog to the vet, and bless her heart, she got that big dog in the
Which-
car.
I think I was stressing out more than she was. I know that she was upset and everything,
She could
but
tell
like
the
knowing
urgency.
that this dog got into so much chocolate panicked
Mhm.
me and hurt my soul.
Yeah.
So I
But
was
she did
stressed out for
everything
her.
right. Like she
She
called him
did.
immediately.
Mhm.
She took him to the vet immediately. They communicated great on the phone. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
they
going
did.
here, you take him there. Like, let's meet.
Mhm.
And then she got everything going. I was a little disappointed in how Adam treated her at the vet.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be the same way probably.
Mm.
Like I took care of your cat and you can't take care of my dogs for like 3 days. Like
Right.
But
I would just be
honest-
so upset. But
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
But I wanted to say that she did so good with them before she was even letting Butch sleep in her bed and everything.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
then you think it's going to be okay and then it's not.
Something
So
happened.
that's what like sucks the most.
Mhm.
Yeah. But he was kind of mean to her, and he like sent her off and was like, just go home and clean up.
Mhm.
And then she gets home and cleans. Why did she go take a shower before she cleaned
I
up
was
vomit?
thinking that
Girl.
too. I
was
wouldn't
like, wouldn't it-
shower and put on
Wouldn't
new
you
Right.
clothes.
clean up the vomit and then go take a shower? Because you're going to get dirty and
Wash the
sweaty
yuck.
again after
And
you clean
I
up the
wouldn't-
gross.
I wouldn't trust that the other animals wouldn't be wiping it everywhere while I'm in
Right,
the shower.
exactly.
Ugh,
So I would have
gross.
definitely cleaned it first.
But yeah, so that all happens, and he ends up coming back. Well,
yeah, so
they're
she's in the
waiting.
shower and he's cleaning up the vomit.
right. But then he does say that
So
he's
Mm-hmm.
much.
just really worried.
Hmm.
And like that's where we got a little like he didn't apologize, which I kind of would have liked him to apologize for, because I feel like he was really mean to her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like he wouldn't kiss her, he wouldn't look at her, he wouldn't talk to her. I was like, damn.
I'm petty, so
Like, but
You
he
almost
could
killed
have
my dog.
apologized and been
Yeah.
like, I was just really worried and I was upset, but I'm not. Like, I just need to like
Mhm.
take a second. I just needed a minute, you know. But
There's another flaw. There you go.
for like half a second,
Yeah.
we know guys brew. They'll be like, Adam's stubborn. We'll both be stubborn. Like, I'm not saying sorry first. But yeah, so everything is well, and Sundance's gets better, and they are able to pick him up, and everyone's back together, and everything's okay. And then what did I say? My ending was proposal, baby, yada yada. What did I say? True love, barf. And then I said she needs some gentle choking.
Yeah, they didn't have sex at all in this book.
No,
they didn't
did
even
not.
sleep in the same bed, which I thought was
Correct.
kind of interesting
Mhm.
because You're saying I love you, but you're not
even sleeping in the same.
You don't have to have sex, just sleep in the same bed.
Yeah.
Fully
You want to be
clothed.
close.
Exactly.
Right. It was interesting.
I thought it was strange.
Yeah, so he proposes to her.
Of
and
course.
It was all a huge surprise, and everyone's like, oh my God.
I can't believe he did it, my God.
And then a year later, she gets pregnant, and he's like, oh my God.
Wait, did that happen?
Yeah, there's an epilogue, and
Yeah.
then there's an epilogue.
Oh, I didn't sign up for the second epilogue.
Oh, okay. So he gets off work one day, and he comes home. It's a year after their wedding. It was on their anniversary, actually.
Oh.
And he goes in, and she's still there, and he's like, oh, yes. Like, because sometimes if he can get off early, like, right away, he can get home before she has to leave for work. And so he was excited that he would get to see her before she went to work. And because he had plans for her for after work. They were going to go on a little trip. And he gets there, and he's like, where are you? Like, she's not in the bedroom. And then he realizes she's in the bathroom. And he's like, oh. And he goes in there, and she's in the bathtub. And he's like, what are you doing? You're taking a bath at 7:15 in the morning? And she's like, yeah, just felt like a bath or something like that. And then she asked if he could hand her the shampoo, and it was a bottle of baby shampoo. And he's like, this isn't the shampoo you use. And then he smells it, and he's like, it smells good though. And she's like, oh, well, she's like, it's new. We'll need it now. And he's like, what? And then he sees the pregnancy test on the counter, and he's like, is that new too? Did you do that? And she's like, yeah. And then he like rips off his clothes and jumps in the tub with her. So it was really cute.
Full circle moment.
Yeah.
Well, I do want to talk about the wedding a little bit.
Yeah.
Because, well, the engagement was funny because he had taped leaves onto his boxers, and that's how he asked. But
Full circle.
at the wedding,
In the bathtub. He proposed in the bathtub.
yeah,
And it was really corny. He's like, I could never leave you.
yeah, so dorky.
So
All
funny.
these leaf puns.
But Eve invites Zach to come and hang out with Haley, and I'm pretty sure the next book is going to be mainly focused on Zach and Haley.
Oh, yes, for
and
sure.
so I would really like to read
because
that one.
it's called One Guy I'd Never Date.
Mm-hmm.
And she says,
Yep.
I would never date my
Mm-hmm.
brother best friend.
Girl,
See?
No, you
Ooh.
want him.
We love the next two books.
She was crying.
Love a brother's best friend. trope.
Haley, her heart is literally breaking, and it made me so sad.
I stand by this, and I know that there's a lot of people out there will disagree and say it's just fun, whatever. Stop forcing people to go out for the bouquet toss at weddings.
Right?
Yes.
If they don't want to go out there, they don't want to go out there. Quit disrespecting them.
Mm-hmm.
That poor girl, they like shine a spotlight on her, push her out there. It was embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that to people.
So annoying.
If you're getting married soon, stop it.
Right.
Well, not your wedding,
Don't
but
do
like
it.
Right.
You can
Stop
have-
your love.
you can have the bouquet toss.
Or when they turn around and like walk it to someone specific.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Like,
horrible.
damn.
Unless that is like, because
The
I saw
proposal.
one trend where a girl did that and
turn
then
around.
her, like it was her best friend
Mhm.
and her best friend's boyfriend proposed right there and like they
Mhm.
planned the whole thing,
Mm-hmm.
which also don't
Don't do
propose at
that.
people's weddings unless you specifically are approved.
Yes.
'Cause
Don't just do
people-
it out of the blue.
Don't do it at special occasions.
Just
Don't
don't
do it
do
on
it.
birthday. Don't do it on Christmas. Don't do it at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Travis.
We'll see if that happens tonight.
Disclaimer, we're recording this on Super Bowl Sunday, so we haven't watched it yet. We've got a few more hours.
I was about to say no spoilers, but then I realized no one has watched.
Right.
We're future tellers. That's what's happening. You guys are
Ooh.
listening to us going,
The Chiefs
she knew
win.
it all along. He wasn't going to propose.
He's gonna propose.
I should have bet. No, he's not.
I
He's
don't
not
think he
that
would.
dumb.
I don't think he would.
He's
You'll
not
never
that
know.
dumb.
You'll never know.
No.
We're gonna
I
eat our
know.
words if he does, but I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure he
You
won't.
are.
All right, F, marry, kill.
All right. I got him.
Okay.
Me too.
Did we even do third date?
I mean, there,
There
wasn't
wasn't any.
really.
Okay.
They
Yeah.
kissed.
I was just going to call it a banana pepper.
Yeah.
It was a banana pepper. It was
That's a
one
good way to-
singular banana pepper.
Right.
I looked at my notes and I was like, wait, I didn't say that or that. But anyways,
Or is the very small bell peppers you get in the variety pack?
that's weird. Adam and I
one
were
of
talking
those.
last night.
Yeah.
My Adam and I were talking about what it would be rated, and he's like, "What'd I say?" I was like, "A pickle." He's like, "That's not a pepper."
Pickled
Because he said
pepper.
a pickled jalapeno, and I was like, more like a pickle. And then he's like, weird thought of it, and then I thought of banana pepper. So
It was very nat.
yeah, that's okay.
I know. I've been enjoying some of the closed door romance books
Yeah.
lately.
Yeah.
But this one, I sleep in the same bed.
Okay, I have
not
good
the
ones
70s.
for my fuck, marry, kill. I'm ready.
Oh,
You
tell
guys
me.
ready? I would fuck Harper because I did like Harper, but I'm curious about him. I cannot commit to him because of he went on a date with Haley and it seemed kind of weird. So I was like, what's wrong with him? But okay. And then I would marry Adam because I already did. And then I would kill Liliana, which is Adam's ex. Do you remember her?
Mm-hmm.
She's
That's weird.
freaking still in contact with his
Yeah,
parents
that was
and
weird.
bringing her puppy over to their house.
Yeah.
Like, girl, leave. Get out of here. So I'm killing her because
They
she's
need
annoying.
to shut that down with his parents, though. He needs to tell his
Shut
mom,
it
like,
down.
it was awful.
And then my best friend would be Butch.
Oh,
Okay,
cute.
that's very funny. Mine were almost the same. My fuck was Harper. My marry was Adam. My kill was I want to kill both of their moms.
Yeah.
Mm.
They both deserve to not be in the book. And my best friends would be all of their pets.
Yep. I liked Butch. I liked that he cuddled up on her.
Me
that
too,
was
that
my
was
favorite.
adorable.
Okay, this was kind of rough for me because, I mean, I'm not going to F anybody. It's the first time ever.
Well, you'd fit right in with the book.
Yeah, exactly. And then marry
Nobody?
Adam because he was too perfect. So there's that.
Where's the
Um,
red flags?
Yeah, I
He's
need a red
hiding
flag
them
or
in-
two.
He's
said,
hiding
"I love
them
you"
until
in like
they
2
marry.
seconds. So that's a little.
Yeah, marriage would be hard for me with him. And then kill the moms. Sorry. And then
Best friend's Pookie.
The cat.
no, I liked Haley.
I did too.
I want to be her friend.
I think she would be a good friend.
Maybe Zach F. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I know, that's what I was thinking. He seemed
Yeah.
like a good guy.
Or maybe her brother, because he's going through a rough time.
I don't want to be a rebound.
Might be a
Right.
fun time.
I don't know. The
The
fact
one
that
off.
she left Zach because he was going to help his friend who is going through a terrible time,
Mm-hmm.
and you are breaking up with him,
Right.
Right.
you suck.
Yeah. Ugh. Should we do speed date?
Yes.
Do you have any
Yes.
questions?
I do.
Okay.
You're so good at the
Oh,
questions.
thank you. It just are like random things that pop out to me in the book.
I love
Yeah.
that.
I have most of them are pretty easy.
Okay.
What color is her cat, and what is her cat's name?
Black
and
Pookie.
Pookie.
Perfect. Black.
Black Pookie.
Black
sounds-
Pookie.
sounds
Okay.
interesting.
Spooky Pookie.
What color was the bathroom when it was painted incorrectly?
Pink.
Bubblegum pink.
Bubblegum pink. What flowers did Adam get that were safe for cats?
Orange roses.
Forgot that part.
What was the pizza topping that they ate?
Pepperoni,
and
olive.
Yeah. What kind of dogs does Adam have, and what are their names?
Husky, Sundance.
Mm-hmm.
And Butch, I don't remember what it was.
He was a Weimaraner.
Weimaraner.
Weimaraner?
Weimaraner.
Weimaraner.
They're cute.
Weimaraner.
They have creepy eyes.
They
I
are
wanna
a
see a
little
picture.
too spastic for me.
Weimaraner?
Not Butch. Butch was a good boy.
I don't know.
Sundance was a spaz.
That's a husky though for you.
Hmm.
Huskies they don't got a up
I
button.
really like that he adopted them both on the same day from
Yeah,
the
that was
shelter
cute.
because he was like, I don't want them to be alone.
Yeah,
I feel
But
yeah.
2 big dogs,
that's a lot.
it is a lot.
What's a Weimaraner look like?
It's brown. It's got it's got like
They kind of look
floppy
like they
ears.
almost look like a skinny lab,
Can you pull up a picture?
and they're all the
I
same
think they're
color.
mostly hunting
They're
dogs,
like a
aren't they?
gray kind of.
Weimaraner?
Yeah,
I thought they were like
they
brownish
have
gray.
really yellowy eyes. They
This sounds horrible.
their eyes are kind of creepy.
Is a Weimaraner that one meme where the dog's like this and he's like,
Is it?
I feel like that's like an Italian hound or something.
Weimaraner.
okay, well, while we're looking it up, I will. Weimaraner.
Weimaraner?
How do
I
you
feel
pronounce
like
Como
um,
se dice Weimaraner?
ooh. The puppies are cute.
Yeah,
All
their
puppies
eyes are
are
just
cute.
creepy to me.
They're
Mhm.
staring into your soul.
They're really cute.
What was their cheesecake orders?
She just had
She
this
got
chocolate one,
chocolate.
and he got the regular.
He got plain.
You got decadent, drizzled with chocolate and caramel. He got
Mhm.
plain.
Yeah.
What
Ugh.
dessert did she eat right after the accident? Where she was in the bathtub.
Ice cream and gummy
worms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
together.
And
Those
what?
gummy worms are gonna be hard as hell.
I know, that's why I
that
can't.
her Haley said that. She's like, I don't know why you eat this. It's
Yeah.
weird.
What kind of car does Eve drive?
A
Bug.
Prius.
It's a small car.
It was a Volkswagen, but I don't know if it said bug.
I said a bug.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
I don't know if it was a bug,
But
but
it's a
she said
Volkswagen.
Volkswagen. Yeah.
Mm.
That was all mine.
You ready for my people?
Yes.
I'm excited to tell you.
I'm excited to
So,
hear.
My Adam is
Oh, that man is
Noah Centineo.
Okay.
He is Mr. Peter Kavinsky from To All the Boys I Loved Before.
Uh-huh.
So I had to include a body
Shirtless?
shot.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then the other one gave
I
me
kinda like his
firefighter
shoulders.
vibes. He's got a
Yeah.
firefighter mustache in that one.
I like this picture more than the other one.
Yeah.
I
Well, I
loved
just
To All
wanted
the
to
Boys I
show.
loved before.
But
a
he
good one.
does have brown eyes that are kind of like gold, kind of speckly.
Mhm. He's a very pretty boy.
yeah.
Mm-hmm,
And he's so funny. I love the pictures of him laughing when he's like smiling because he has the best laugh and smile.
Oh.
Like he's got a really cute face when he does that. But
Mhm.
I wanted to put like a more attractive because that's maybe not necessarily the most attractive picture of him when he's doing the smile laugh,
Mm-hmm.
but it's endearing. But these are perfect.
Oh, that man is beautiful.
Isn't he?
Looks
Mm,
way different with a mustache
He's
and
He
like
does
not
for
the
he's
sure.
an
beard.
older man now.
Yeah, he's
He's
not,
not
a
a
baby
baby
anymore.
anymore.
But he doesn't have a beard.
Yeah. And then Eve, I have as Ashley Graham.
I love her. You've picked her before.
We
Wasn't
picked
she
her
on
for
the
the
last
last
one?
one.
Yeah.
You did.
I was like, we've done this one recently.
That's because she's gorgeous. We also picked her for a different book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look at her. Come on.
We picked
She's
her like 4
gorgeous.
times, and we will keep doing it and not apologize. She really is so pretty.
Did you have anybody picked?
I did. My
I love her.
that is my Haley. You can do that.
Yeah.
My Haley is Karen Gillian. Jillian.
What's she from?
I don't
Doctor
know.
Who and from
She
Guardians
is
of
from
the
Doctor
Galaxy.
Who. I was like,
She
I didn't know
is.
her from
She's the sister.
something.
of
She's-
Gamora.
She's Gamora's sister.
Nebula.
Nebula.
I know her from Doctor Who though.
Very cool.
Isn't
I
she
can
so
see.
pretty?
Mm.
So I thought she would be a good Haley.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And
the red
then
hair.
my Eve, Evelyn, is
Okay.
Ariel Winter.
Mm-hmm.
She was
Nice.
on Modern Family.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And then my Adam is Clayton Kershaw,
Oh yeah, I like that one.
who he's got the beard.
Do you, Carly? I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
He's a big boy.
He is. He's a large baseball player. I think
Vanilla
he plays.
baby.
He's the
Mm.
pitcher for the Dodgers. I said that really weird. He is the pitcher for the Dodgers.
He could probably pick you up and throw you over his shoulder.
I'd like him to.
Mm-hmm. That's a nice one.
Yeah, he looked like he'd be a firefighter.
Yeah, for sure. They got that physique.
Mm-hmm.
He
And
looks
he
like
had
he'd
the
p-
beard to
probably be
make
a
her
little more
face
frisky
itch.
than Adam, though. Just saying.
Mm-hmm. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
anybody in any of our other books.
I would like to have Adam be more frisky.
Yeah.
So, smash or pass?
I think I might
I'm
pass
gonna
on
say
this
a one night stand
Yep.
because I'm glad
said
that I
blind
read
date.
it. Yeah, I'm
One
glad that
date.
I read it so I can read the next one because I
Yeah.
do want to read the one with Zach. Oh yeah, he's a very tall man.
How big is
Clayton
what's
Kershaw
weight-wise?
is 6'4".
Jeez.
That's frightening to me.
That's huge.
240, 6'4", 240,
Hmm.
225.
Dang.
It's a
Oh, that's
large
not that big.
man.
I mean,
That's all
but it's
height.
height.
That's
yeah.
all height, yeah.
That's a whole foot and a half taller than me. Not really, but you know.
That'd be weird.
Is
That'd
it-
make your
no,
neck
that's
hurt
a foot
looking up
taller
at
than
him
me.
all
I'm
the time.
6'4". I mean, no, I'm not. I'm 5'4".
All
I'd be scary.
All right. So, what's our happily ever after?
Part of your world.
That's pretty good, actually.
Abby Jimenez.
So, that was
It's-
part of your
It's
world.
not anything about mermaids.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I You know what? In my head, I was thinking Aladdin. I don't know why.
Okay. No, it's The Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
But no, this book is not anything about The Little Mermaid, Disney, or mermaids.
Disney, don't come for us. Don't come for us.
Oh my god.
So, and then we also have another pick for our second book, which is going to be The Assassin's Assistant.
The Assistant to the Villain
Oh.
by Hannah.
Jeez
Hannah
Why did I add
something.
that to the
This
thing?
girl.
But that book is going to be our second book of the March, and then we'll have a third one, and we'll announce that on the episode after you hear this episode. And we'll also post it on our socials. So if you want to follow us on our socials, you can follow us at Lovers Library Pod on Facebook and Instagram. We also have a book club that you can follow, which is Lovers Library Book Club on Facebook as well. It's a private group, so if you want to be a part, just join. And we're also on TikTok, so if you want to follow us on there, it's lovers.library.po. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you next time.
Happily ever after.
Bye.